This is the first full day of the Bulgarian training arc. We got chickens, we got very hot weather. It's like over 90 degrees every single day over here, just absolutely scorching me. It's hot. It's hot. We got no water, which is no fun at all. Twice today, the water went out, so that was interesting. I'm doing construction on the house. Well, I haven't really started doing much, but my dad is doing construction, and so the bathrooms are kind of messed up right now. I was finally able to shower just a little while ago, but I went like almost 3 days without showering after my flight, and the first day I was here, and basically no water all day today, so wasn't able to do that until nighttime. Oh yeah, and there's this wildfire going on just across the valley on another mountain. So whole bunch of stuff going on. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be real interesting. I set up my rings today and I did my very first ring pull-ups. I've never done these before and it feels really weird. It's actually really hard. I was expecting just like a blind ego, big ego. I was expecting these pull-ups would be real easy. I thought if I could do 10 pretty consistently on the regular pull-up bar, I should be able to do 10 with the rings. I didn't go for an AMRAP or anything today. I just did a bunch of sets of 5 and they were pretty hard. I don't really know how high to go with these because there's no bar to gauge my height. Looking back at the footage, I'm getting pretty high up, so I probably don't need to pull that hard, but it just feels like, first, it feels slow. I know it doesn't look very slow, but it feels so slow, and I think that's because I'm not used to the rings yet. It's just unstable in my hands. I feel my forearms working a lot doing these, and yeah, it's a whole different beast doing these ring pull-ups. I think I did 14 sets of 5 on camera, so there's about 70 here on camera, and there is 10 more that I did afterwards. So I did 2 more sets of 5 after I stopped recording. It got pretty dark, but yeah, that's pretty much what I got going on right now. I wanted to just get a bunch of reps in. I wanted to just kind of see how it goes because I'm going to be doing these a lot while I'm here. The way I think I'm going to approach this is pull-ups, dips, push-ups, squats. That's it. That's basically going to be my program, is these 4 movements, and I'm just going to alternate. I'll do something different every single day probably. I'll do pull-ups, and then I'll do dips, and then I'll probably do pull-ups again, and then I'll do the push-ups, and I'll do squats every day because it's squat every day, and I think that'll be good enough for now. I think that'll be good enough. I don't think I have to do anything crazy here. I'm going to be pretty busy with everything I got going on, so I'll have to figure out a schedule, exactly how I'm going to do this, what my rep range is going to be, all that junk. And maybe I won't even do that. Maybe I'll just go with the flow this entire month, kind of unwind and see where it takes me. I enjoyed doing these 70 or 80 actually ring pull-ups today. It's just kind of weird. Just feels pretty weird. You saw after 30 reps, I tried to put my feet forward. I want to avoid kipping as much as possible. And when my legs hang, I think I just naturally, I have this response to bring my knees up, and I want to avoid that. So I started straightening out my legs, keeping them in front of me. I think one thing that I should do is probably raise up the rings a little bit and maybe try to work on my hollow body position, because that'll be really helpful as I progress with calisthenics and eventually start doing some muscle ups or other calisthenics movements. It'll really help to just be able to hold that hollow body position for longer. I also did some squats, which is, of course, squat every day. I did my 50, so I'm probably just gonna do 50 every single day. I don't wanna go crazy with this. My knee's still kind of feeling icky, but it's much, much, much better than it was. So these feel good. I've been thinking maybe I could also switch up the squat variations as my knee starts to feel even better. So I haven't done Cossack squats in a long time because of my injury. And I thought today, like, why don't I do high rep Cossack squats? That's something that I've never done before. I've done like 40 reps in a row, which would be like 20 with each leg, but I've never done more than that. And I don't really know why not, because Cossack squats are kind of awesome. And also, like, it'll probably help to prevent knee injuries like I've experienced in the past, or just recently, I guess. I think it would help. The Cossack squat puts you in that deep knee bend if you take it to the full range of motion. It also strengthens your legs unilaterally, so I'll be using a lot of muscles that I don't normally use. It should make my ligaments stronger, hypothetically, and my tendons and all that stuff. Doing high reps should be good for me. I always felt really good doing the Cossack squats. It's just, well, let me rephrase that. I always felt really good after doing Cossack squats. They always kind of feel bad when I do them, but I always feel really good and limber and loose after doing them. So I'll just have to see where it goes. This is really only day one of the Bulgarian training arc, so I've got a lot of time to figure stuff out. And I think I'll leave it at that. Here's more footage of that forest fire. It's been raging for a few days now, apparently. And yeah, it's real dry here. We don't get much rain. The mountain has springs. There are springs all over the mountain, but yeah, it's not doing too much right now to prevent the forest fires. So that'll be it. Thank you for watching. I'll be back with some more squats tomorrow.